Alright, Leo, here we go with the Leo soap opera. I took a nice shot of espresso here. I'm good to go. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Soulmate Energies update for November 2022. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. As always, I pull in a very specific energy for Leo. I think the universe gives it to me because it's pretty difficult. It's not that sugarcoat energy about they regret it, they turn around and come back. You know, I'm not really a clickbait person. I don't really care about that. Someone here is unhappy. They're in a toxic situation, a relationship, a marriage, whatever it is, family, around, a job they shouldn't be in, whatever. They're unhappy. And they keep going back and forth. Look, back and forth with it. All right? I'm going to go into this reading clean. I'm going to pretend and completely wash, actually, and forget anything that's happened so far. I'm using a deck I don't usually use for one of these readings. We're going to see what it has to say. In the pre-shuffle, just on the surface, I've got the Two of Pentacles crossed by the Eight of Cups, and right here is the King of Swords. He always knows the truth. He knows the truth, is the truth, speaks the truth, he or she. It's a sandwich of 8 swords here. My other piece of bread is confusion. All this overthinking, whenever I see 8 swords with Leo's person, and again, roles can be reversed here, especially with you, your frequency is the same as your soulmate. So they just like you in the soul. That's why you can have a lot of empathy for this and also a lot of frustration. Just keep yelling at your screen. Get the fuck out of your head, motherfucker. Start letting the soul flow. I think in November we've got a chance at that. I think this November is going to be a real turning point because of the Sesame Street Hierophant, right? Making the spiritual lessons digestible, understandable. But here we go with Leo in their head. They know the truth. What's the truth? Well, when they're in their head, it creates confusion. So much confusion, her ass is on the front. Look, that's fucking confusing. Well, what do they know? What is the truth? That. Queen of Cups, the most love I could pull from the deck. They know they want it. They know they feel it towards the soulmate connection. But moreover, it's, she gives the full cup, right? This person is, I'm just going to put it, sad and lonely and unhappy. And they just, I mean, they are. I don't care what you say. I don't care what they tell you. This is just the energy that's here. If it's not your energy, it's not your energy. Fine. But this person is not happy in their life. And I bet they put out an almost PR-like presence of everything's great, everything's fine. Look, everything's great. And they try to prove everything's great and everything's fine. There's your red flag, right? Because when everything's great and everything's fine, you don't have to prove it, you know. The truth is always quite simple. It's lies that are complex. Lies require walls to shore them up and make sure that nobody can see through and all this other kind, a whole bunch of illusions and pictures smiling and things like that. You know, all kinds of stuff. The truth is generally quite simple. Even if it's about a complex thing, the truth can be boiled down to something quite simple. Lies, however, very complex. And that's why we get like this. I can always tell when somebody's lying. Because and we get the story mixed up in our own head, and then it gets ruined. You know, that's the truth they know. They want that. And the Three of Pentacles is here. Okay? I'm not, the Three of Pentacles is bookending the Two of Pentacles. I know they want something in the soulmate connection. I'm just not sure if they're in 8 swords, they know how to get it. I'm not sure. We're going to have to pull a reading. The universe is just letting us know here we're dealing with an unhappy person who's full of shit. This is what they want, and this is what they don't, and this is what they don't have. They know they want it, they know the truth, they know they just have to get off their ass and take action toward it, but they get in their head, which causes confusion. It causes a lot of wishy-washiness, which in turn, in the current energy, as I've been saying all year, in part with the new core energy cycle and in part with the North Node in Taurus, wishy-washy is not tolerated. It lands people in towers. And that's why Leo, these readings for you, the Leo soap opera, are the readings where the tower shows up the most. And it's because of this shit, and this shit, and the knowing the truth, and that's the truth, the Queen of Cups, all right? Let's see what they're going to do. Let's do it. Let's give the deck a shuffle. The Leo soap opera. Oh my God. November. It should be good in November. We should have some good episodes. This should be interesting. Oh, the 11/11 portal, the eclipses, all those Mars retrograde, Venus and Mercury moving into Scorpio. Oh shit, that's some deep stuff, and this person doesn't like deep stuff. This person does not. Or Venus and Mercury moving into Sagittarius. I mean, they begin the month in Scorpio, and that's deep stuff. All around the 11/11 portal and the eclipse. Oh wow! This person runs from deep stuff. When it gets heavy, they put their head in the sand. That's very clear. This first card out is before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? What did I just say? Rewind your video. I said this person puts, I'll do a replay. This person puts their head in the sand when things get heavy. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. They run and hide, hide, hide. Hide the heart behind a pentacle. Fear. It's just a head in the sand energy, right? All right, what comes after the cut? Fuck my ass. This Leo soap opera shit, I'm telling you. Okay, fine. That's why. King of Wands. It just backed me up. The Burger King. It's even got a lion on it, right? Ego, pride, or someone who's controlled. It can be. But in this case, it's just talking about why they put their head in the sand, why they hide. There's something they're protecting. There's some kind of image they're putting out. It's everything I've already told you. It just got backed up by the cut cards. The entire pre-shuffle should get backed up by the cut cards. It did this time. Plus, the added energy read I gave you just got backed up by them as well. Plain and simple. Let's give the deck a final shuffle. Let's see where this is going in November. I know they want out of whatever they're in. I don't know that they can get out. Sometimes you can't, you know. Let's use a family as an example. Just an example. I'm not saying this is your person, but the universe is going to make me shuffle for a minute here, so I might as well teach you something. All you got to do to know who somebody is take a look around them, right? Are they someone where you're going to be able to move away with them and live with them and live a frolicking life and all that? Well, take a look at their family. Is it a family that's like a cult? Or is it a family that's just a regular family? Well, the easiest way to spot that is to tell how close together they are, how much time they put in, how much influence they have over your person, how many expectations are put on them. But you can also look at people's names and tell that too. Because in families that are like that, for example, where it's very restrictive, you tend to have children with the names of the grandparents. Like the grandparents want to stake their flag in the children. They're all very proud of this and that. So the child will have some kind of hyphenated name with like grandparents' names in the middle and all that kind of stuff. It's like that. It's all a big, and every kid, every cousin has a name of somebody from some other side, or the mother's maiden name is the name over here. It's always like that. Those people, if I just described, I probably just described your person for like 5 of you. That person ain't going nowhere. All right, you could just shut off the video and go. They're not going anywhere. That's too much family. Right? And I'm only telling you that because that energy is here. It's only here for about 5 of you, but every person matters. I just want you to face reality if you're one of those 5 people. They ain't never getting out of that. There's no fucking way. It's not happening. But for the rest of you, there is a snowball's chance in hell of this happening here. The star. The star. It is here. The energy is here. This person can get out. Even the family person could. They just likely won't, right? Because it's tricky. You know, you've been raised not to disappoint those people around you. But for most of you, this is a marriage or a relationship that this person's in. And they just did it to please other people. They did it because they thought that's what they were supposed to do. Or it raised their status in some way. You know, some kind of power couple or some shit like that. I mean, I have no idea. But the star, what's fueling this? I talked about the tower, right? I said in Leo readings we get the tower the most. The star implies that a tower has already happened. The star comes after it. What was it? Five of Pentacles. Look like somebody who went through a tower to you? Yeah. Five Pentacles here. This person is at the end of a rope. It's the easiest way to put it. And the energy is right. We can call this divine timing on crack. Divine timing simply means the energy is right for something to happen. And it is right for something to happen. Somebody here is choosing not to take action, leave themselves out in the cold. The key is right there. I don't know what they're going to do. It's tricky. You know, for the five of you where it's the family situation, they were born into that. There's nothing they can do. It's their own damn fault if they married into it. And then that applies to the rest of the people, or a good chunk of the rest of the people watching this Leo soap opera, because your person thought that they were supposed to marry someone like that, so they did. And then once you get in, you're trapped. It's like marrying into a political family. You're like completely fucked. And if you give them a grandchild, you're completely fucked beyond fucked. You're not getting out of anywhere. They'll never leave you alone, ever. So we got a lot of scenarios here with this energy. The same frequency of energy always plays out differently in different situations. Okay? And I try to teach you that about energy. So that's why there's a lot of different scenarios here, a lot of different things happening. But for most of you, we'll just keep it baseline. Somebody is in a toxic situation and they keep wavering on whether or not to get out. The energy is right here in November. Spiritual lessons are coming to the surface. The energy is right for them to get out. For her to stand up, put the key in, and walk through the door. The star tells us that. All right? And there has been a tower. Something's happened. Or will happen in November. Either or. This is the energy around the connection. This is how your person's behaving in the 3D. Again, roles can be reversed. This is their soul. This is the hidden message from the universe. What the universe wants to tell you. It's red with the energy of the connection. And right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards at the end, and I am eager to get started. Let's go. Here is the energy around your connection with this person. Let's go. Six of Cups. The energy, it backs up what I said. Overall energy is the star. The energy is ripe. It's open. Doors open. Doors open for every sign here in November. But this here, someone is feeling you. I could say they're feeling nostalgia, but it's more like past lives. It's more like they're feeling the connection. Can I say that? All right? Energy of your connection is the Six of Cups. It's there. They're feeling it. Probably why they're so fucking sad right there. Whether they're male or female. Doesn't matter. It's a chick on the card, but whatever. It's probably why they're feeling like that. How are they behaving in the 3D? Queen of Swords. Cold and detached. Okay? Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me with your person. I bet I'm the author, the reader, if you will, the narrator, I should say, of the Leo soap opera. I am familiar with it. But I'm doing this reading clean. I'm pretending I don't know anything about whatever, washing all other energy. We're just taking fresh energy like this is the first episode. Like what they do with TV shows when they fire the lead, right? And then they bring in a new lead. It's like the other episodes never happened. Like the whole graphic changes on Hulu and everything is like season 1, episode 1. What? It's like, been on for 10 years. What the fuck are you talking about? I think they did that with The Bachelor, right? When they fired that host guy for whatever he said. Jesus Christ. People are so stupid. Anyway, Queen of Swords. They're cold and detached. That's the energy. I don't even get that they're thinking. I don't get anything. I just get cold and detached. Someone's trying, your runner is trying to forget about the connection. But they can't. I've got star, and look, as I said that, the star card tried to spin, right? You saw it. I hit it with my sleeve. It's not spirit doing it, but it still means something. It's still a coincidence that it happened, and there's no such thing as coincidences. Yeah, they're trying to forget that this connection ever happened, so they're cold and detached, but the energy of the connection is pumping energy through. Every time they try to forget, all they think about is, oh, look at the golden retriever. Oh, I could have been so happy. I would be so happy. They're so terrific. No, but I'm cold and detached. Okay. Soul, bookending the Six of Cups. Cold and detached, my ass. Okay, on the outside, they're feeling cold and detached. 3D. It's very surface energy. On the inside, I've got the Knight of Cups bookending the Six of Cups. Cups, cups, cups. You could take your sword and shove it clean up your ass, Queen of Swords. It is absolutely, this person wants love. It's what I said in the pre-shuffle. That King of Swords knows the truth, is the truth, speaks the truth usually. What's the truth? The Queen of Cups. They want love. She gives the full cup and receives equally. It's a balanced love energy. It is the most love I can pull from the deck. And with the Knight of Cups in the soul energy and this Six of Cups here, yeah. Cold and detached is how they're behaving in the 3D though. Everything's fine. I'm good. They're probably distracting themselves. Maybe they got a little work project going. You know, I don't get any spying energy here. But in November, it's all coming up. It's all coming up. Good luck. Message from the universe. Red with the Six of Cups. Boom. Look it. Look. 3 swords. Kurt Cobain in pain or Peppermint Patty, whichever you identify with. Doesn't matter. 3 swords. The universe wants to tell us... It's just, they're cold and detached because it's too much, it's too painful to think about the soulmate connection. But it's in the soul, right? It's in the soul. I got Rod Stewart ringing in my head right now. You're in my heart, you're in my soul, right? His song, it's right there. It's an old song from him, but it's right there. It's too much pain to think about it. That's why they're cold and detached. It's got nothing to do with them not caring about you. We'll pull more on this. We'll talk to the universe about this in a minute. What's the potential final outcome? Red with the Queen of Swords. 10 of Cups. Pretending everything's fine. It's a whole lot of fairyland. The final outcome is somebody cold and detached out there in their life, distracting themselves with whatever, pretending that they're happy. Why are they pretending? Because they're sitting on a rainbow and you can't do that. It's light energy. You'll fall right on your ass. Fall right through it. We will see what happens when we clarify. I'm going to clarify with the Little Light Seer deck. Okay? There we go. No, you know what? I'm not. I wonder. The World at the bottom. We're going to clarify with the Witches. Let's clarify with the Witches. It was the King of Cups at the bottom of the Light Seer there. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. The World felt right. Let's see where we go. 6 of Cups. Let's clarify. Let's talk to the Witches. Talking to the Witches. Three of Cups. My God. This is the energy of your connection. It doesn't represent a third party. I know everyone's conditioned to believe 3 of Cups, third party. No, it depends on the context. And it's not really the case. If there's any card here that is a third party card, it's this one. It represents the unhappiness of the person. If this person's married, somebody hurt them. And yet they carpet swept it and just cold detachment and distracted themselves and went on, probably trying to convince everybody that everything was great, everything was fine, I'm not hurt at all. Does he look not hurt to you? Right? Could be a she. Does he or she look not hurt to you? I like to try to keep everybody happy, you know. All right, right here. 3 of Cups. It's a celebration energy around it. That's why they don't like to think about you. That's why they're cold and detached and pretending everything's great where they're at. Because when they think about you, it's a lot of pain. It's celebration energy around this. Man, it would be great. I don't even think you're in their spank bank. I think they're trying to shut it out that much. All right? That much. What's on top? 9 Wands. Am I wrong? No. That's a wall. That is a wall. As Pink Floyd once sang, all in all, it's just another brick in the wall. That's what it is. You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat. That's one of my favorite lines from that song. And it fits here too. This person, I'm telling you, they got to take that sword out and do some cutting. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Page of Cups. Yeah, they got a wall up to the love, but the love is still seeping through. There's so much love in this connection, and I know that. I don't even need the Queen of Cups that I had in the pre-shuffle. I know it because of this. That's powerful. Look at the background on it. Look at that. This equal and opposite reaction. The laws of physics apply. This is powerful. It still seeps in. That's why the wall here looks kind of see-through. But you see the suns in the background. That's the happiest card in the deck. They're facing away from it. Okay? And that takes us to here. Cold and detached. And pretending everything's great. All right. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Let's go. I have been waiting to pull this reading. I am hoping. I'm hopeful for you. I'm hopeful for this person. I don't like seeing someone this unhappy pretending they're happy. This is bad for your health. This person is, all of this equals stress. Stress is deadly. It's deadly for us. The reason animals, right, live longer in captivity if we keep them as a pet and take care of them is because there's no stress. There's less stress, right? It's not even about the nutrition. It's stressful to be out there in the wild. The average crow, for example, lives about 7 to 12 years out in the wild, depending on, where they are in the flock, what level they're at. But generally, we'll call it a decade down the middle. A crow will live 30 or 40 years. You keep it as a pet. Live as long as a parrot. It's fucking unreal. My point is, this is stress. This person may not even look their age. They might be like 38, 40, 43, 44, and people think they're 60. Hunched over and shit. That's not for all of you, but I bet that's the case for a few of you. I bet it is. Let's see. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Why? Yeah, emotional immaturity. This person, it's a Page of Swords. I will tell you, and I told you earlier on, this energy, I know this energy well. This energy, when things get heavy, when they start to feel all of this, right? All of this and all of this. Queen of Cups, Three of Swords, Six of Cups. They put up a wall, they hide their head in the sand. It's because of emotional immaturity. They don't, let's say for example they're married, whoever they're married to, it's not a deep emotional relationship. That person isn't capable of that. There's some sort of entitled fuckwit energy that's always been here around this person. Whether it's a family member or a primary family member or some people they work with or a relationship, a marriage, or whatever. And people like that are only capable of love to a point, to the point to which they're capable of it, right? And that's it. They live inside that bubble. And your person's capable of much more. And that's the problem. They're capable of Queen of Cups level. But the energies around them, the net result has them becoming someone who's shut down, who's closed off, who pretends that what they've got is the greatest thing ever. Probably tells the public all about it too. It's the greatest thing ever. We're so happy. Look at us. Or look at me. I'm so happy. Or look at what, all that kind of shit. Very, very clear in this energy. Why is what's on top? The World. The card that was at the bottom. See, I knew this was the deck to grab. I knew it. Yeah. The energy has changed. The energy changed to something else. The environmental energy. The energy around them changed the moment they cross paths with you. Okay? It's extremely important that you understand that. You're the catalyst of change for this person. End of story. But what I want you to consider is they're also a catalyst of change for you. In other words, they've caused you to look at some things. The important thing for the DF in this case, the non-runner in this particular case in the Leo soap opera to keep in mind, is an energy of gratitude. Have gratitude for how you've grown and what you learned about yourself through this connection with this person. Because I'll be honest with you, and I've said this to you before, even the universe doesn't have faith that this person will pull their head out of their ass and come towards something that's meant for them, that they actually manifested in, that they fucking wished for, that's here. I don't know. This is the most powerful card I could pull, and it's sitting on top of this asshole. It's sitting on top of cold detachment. No, I'm fine. I got my fancy sandals. I'm good. Swords in the sheath. Everything's great. Happy. Sitting on rainbows. Got a pet unicorn. Okay. Okay, fine. Why's the world here? Lovers. It backs up everything I just told you. Pay attention. Rewind. Catalyst of change. All of it. You're very important to this person. You showed them something. Now, whether they do anything about it or not, I can't say. I can't predict free will, but I know when the universe, the fickle old gal, gets irritated. We've been together since the day I was born, and I have to tell you, I know when she gets irritated. And is she a bit irritated with the Leo soap opera? You know, that's why she sends me this energy. All right, Knight of Cups. Why is it here? And it's consistent. The Leo soap opera, I call it that. I mean, all of my readings are tied together. But the Leo readings in particular, you can follow it as a storyline, as a fucking soap opera. One episode to the next, and watch the patterns. It doesn't matter that I've isolated this reading and I'm just pulling a fresh reading on it. It's still the Leo soap opera. I did that as a test. I did it with a deck I don't normally use. I mean, it is what it is. The energy is what it is. Knight of Cups. Oh man, this is what they want to do. In the soul, you can cold detach all they want. November is bringing it all up. All bets are off in November. So that this either stays fantasy or it becomes reality. Why is the Knight of Cups here? What did I tell you? High Priestess. Yeah, it's all coming up in November. I've been getting the High Priestess in this a lot. I think Cancer had it there too from another deck. Or in the soul position in general. This is, again, it's the Sesame Street Hierophant. In this case, the Sesame Street High Priestess. Everything's coming up from the depths. They're going to have to look at it. That cold detachment's not going to be enough because these two cards on top of the Queen of Swords are more powerful than the Queen of Swords. Okay? Nothing's more powerful than the World, and the Lover's card is still more powerful than the Queen of Swords. It is Major Arcana. Two Major Arcanas on top of a court card, the Major Arcana wins. It's all coming up for them to look at. This is getting good. I can't wait to pull on Kurt Peppermint Patty over here. What's on top of the Knight of Cups? Page of Swords again. We had it here, crossing, and we have it here. They don't... Again, the stuff that they have to look at is heavy shit. This person is prone to sticking their head in the sand. I don't know that they can in November. I don't know that they can. The Sesame Street Hierophant makes it very clear, very easy to process these spiritual lessons. Why is the Page of Swords here? The Sun, yeah. It's all, again, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. We talked about the Sun. It's directly bookending this, as coincidence would have it. I said that's the Sun, the happiest card. Here it is. Directly bookending right here. And there it is. They're turning their back to it. They hide their head in the sand. I don't know that they can. I think that's what the High Priestess is saying. All right, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, some secrets are going to come out about their marriage. Four of Wands is fueling this High Priestess. They have to look at how they're living their life in general. What they see as stability is not that stable. Being controlled is not stable. Even if you're controlled by people that pay all the bills and have all the whatever, that's not stable. Stable is independence. It's stable is someone who can give love freely and receive love freely, who can make their own friends, who can do what they want. Freedom is independence, right? We don't call the 4th of July here in America Independence Day because we got stuck with the king, you know. Well, the king has control over it, but we're going to call this Independence Day. No, we call it that day to celebrate freedom. That's what I'm trying to say here. So it's something about, it's all coming up for this person to look at. So we've been at the divorce stage with this before. And divorce doesn't just mean marriage. It's a vocabulary word. You can divorce yourself from a dog. You can divorce yourself from a job, your life, whatever. We've been at this divorce energy stage before. And this person keeps hiding their head in the sand. But this pain is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. All right? Why is the Three of Swords here? This is the message from the universe. It's read with the energy of the connection, but it is separate from the reading. It's just me having a chat with the universe. Why is the Three of Swords here? Tell me about it. Wow. These are going to be some wicked readings today. They have been so far. You should watch the Gemini reading. It's right on par with the Leo soap opera. If you're looking for another show to watch, Gemini is your gal. Let me tell you. All right, Three of Swords. Why is it here? Yeah, Five Swords. They do it to them fucking selves. It's short-term thinking that's caused them this. They can run, but they can't hide. I'll put it that way. All right, they can be as cold and detached as they want. These cards, your connection's very powerful. It's here for a reason. It's a catalyst for change. And it's their wish. It's here. And every time they blow it off and do this, they land in a tower. And then we come right back. The universe brings it back. That's what it does. You can't say no to your manifestation. You don't get to do that. It's just going to keep trying to give it to you. Trying to give it. I bought it to you. Here it is. You can say no, but then you end up in this. Because it's something that your soul truly wanted. And you said no. Right? It's short-term thinking. It's short-sightedness. This person's too short-sighted. They're worried about losing something that they don't like in favor of in taking something that they do like. Why do you care so much about something that makes you miserable? That is not allowing your life to flow the way it should. Right? You got nothing to lose. At worst case scenario, you end up with nothing. But nothing, being alone with the hope of being happy is better than sitting in something that's shit and with no hope of being happy. It's just logic. But this person's missing it through short-sighted thinking. Short-sightedness. Five Swords. What's on top here? The Empress. God, are they in pain? I told you. This card is read with these. I fucking told you. I said they are in pain. Every time they think about you, when they feel this energy, they put up a wall. Some of the love still seeps through, but they put up a wall. Turn their back to the happiness. And right here. And they're still doing it here with this page. And right here I said, that's how much pain. When they feel that pain, that's when they get cold and detached. And the Queen of Swords. And sure enough, the primary energy is you. The Empress. Even in a frumpy green dress, you're fucking hot. It's that energy. It's so powerful. You're such an influence here. The Empress. Why is it here? Two Swords. Yeah, some of the love creeps in. This is read with the Page of Cups. Some of the love creeps in. It confuses this person. And the moment they get confused, the moment things get heavy, the moment they open up and they start to feel, the moment that happens, they shut the fuck down. Put up a wall, turn their back to the sun, and an energy of cold detachment sets in. God, I would love to have dinner with this person. Just give me 10 minutes with them. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. But no, I say that. But if this person knew who I was, and I can't do that. Okay, I'm not having dinner with somebody's person. So don't even ask. But I'm saying, if they knew who I was, they wouldn't. People who know who I am and what I do, if they have something to hide, if they're the cold and detachment, shut it down, wall type person, they don't come anywhere near me. They don't want to be around me. They don't want to have a conversation with me. They piss themselves at the thought of it because I'm going to see through it. And that's the thing with you, though. I'm talking about me, but I'm talking about you as well. You're the fucking Empress. You, either through the benefit of readings like mine or someone else's, get to see through it. They know that you can see through them. In some way, that energy is here. I don't talk about anything that's not in the energy. They know that you can see through their bullshit, and that scares them. That's why they keep shutting it down in part. It's really weird. Anytime something gets heavy, they're emotionally immature. We know that from this card crossing here. Anytime something gets weird or heavy, or they start to feel something on the level of this connection, it's massive. Queen of Cups, Three of Swords, Six of Cups, it's huge love. And the minute they start to feel anything, they shut it down. Cold detachment. Why is the Ten of Cups here? And every time I go to say that, my sleeve hits this card and it starts to spin the star. I know. They keep rejecting the universe's manifestation. It's really pissing the universe off. Because the universe, I believe, and I've told you this before, God, source, the universe itself, whatever you talk about, is trying to help this person. I think this is a very good person. I don't dislike this runner. I think they have an amazing soul. I just think this shit's stupid and fucking emotionally shit stupid in fucking 3D real life. That's all. Honestly, they're missing some logic here. And they're probably pretty intelligent too, which is surprising. But intelligence can bite you in the ass if you get in 8 swords. It's one thing if a stupid person is in 8 swords. There's not really too much going on, right? They're like a hamster on a wheel. But if a smart person, a highly intelligent person gets in 8 swords, it's hell. Because there's a lot going on. It's not a hamster on a wheel. It's one of those fucking corn mazes, right? Or one of those hedge mazes that people make, and it goes on for acres and acres and acres. And I think that's what we got here. I think we got at least a moderately intelligent person, if not highly intelligent person, who's got themselves in 8 swords, and when they do, it's a maze that they can't get out of. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Why is the Ten of Cups here? Final outcome. Crossed by the Ace of Pentacles. The Almighty Pentacle. The energy around them is that of a solid new beginning. The universe is trying to facilitate this. I don't know why it threw the most solid new beginning in the tarot on top of someone sitting on a rainbow. I gotta look under it. Yeah, it's your connection. The universe, it's Temperance, it's the angel. It's your connection. The universe is trying here. The environmental energy is that of bringing this to reality. This person, every time they shut down, they put out what could be called PR, if you will, press, that everything is great, everything's terrific, I'm happy. They almost convince themselves of it until they start to feel you. Your energy is very strong. You're the Empress, and then they get in 3 swords. And this 6 of Cups in the energy of the connection means there's a steady flow of past life, soulmate memories, soulmate energies coming at them constantly. They keep putting up a wall, but some of it seeps through anyway. The universe is doing all this to try to get them to fucking do something about this, to actually be happy. What's on top? God, keep your fingers crossed, because this card is read with the World. 6 of Pentacles. Somebody here, there's a possibility. In the month of November, now listen to me very carefully. The month of November, about the 11/11 portal, we're just going to talk about that in particular. It's about all that stuff. Remember, the High Priestess was here. All that stuff coming up from the depths. The energy is such that you could process it. It makes sense. All the spiritual lessons, everything they need to look at, it's all going to make sense. There's a chance under the energy of November, which is fresh, that they may come, and someone who didn't give to this, someone who breadcrumbed, might come with the full loaf, or a partial loaf anyway. This next card is read with the Lovers. Okay, I had high hopes for the outcome because of these 2 cards. The Lovers in the World. 3 swords. Wow. Wow. That's as close to a guarantee as I can give you that if somebody doesn't show up, they fucked. I mean, it's this 3. I told you just a little bit ago, I said this 3 of Swords is getting stronger and stronger. And it is. It's getting so strong it shows up over here. It's read with the Lovers. 3 Swords is one of the cards, the main card, in fact, that ends the separation phase of these soulmate cycles. The cards on top of this, with the universe helping out, and with the angel energy of this connection, is a chance for a solid new beginning, and this not sitting on a rainbow anymore, but this being a rainbow painted bench, with somebody under this new energy because of November's energy coming in and giving to something that they originally just kept being cold to and shutting down. Why is the 6 of Pentacles here? Why are they doing that? Because of the 3 Swords. because the three swords, as the stuff comes up from the depths in November, the three swords is going to become all powerful. This is what the universe was trying to tell us with the Empress on top of three swords. All they're going to be able to think about, all they're going to be able to feel is the three swords that they have for you. And then that's going to tear this wall down. There's no way, it's not enough, it's too much energy. That's why it came out here in the final outcome. It ends the crossroads here with the confusion with the Two of Swords. And somebody just figures the reason they would show up is because they figure the pain is too great, I might as well try. Okay? The reason they won't show up is because they're prone to shutting down and putting their head in the sand when things get heavy. Could go either way. There's too many people watching. But that's how it plays out. I would bet most show up. Let's pull a message from the universe, 3 cards from the bottom, and let's ask the universe. So, the Three of Swords, is that most of them show up, or most of them don't? I don't know. I do know, actually, but I'm going to pull the cards anyway. The energy here is very strong that the Three of Swords builds. Okay? If they don't, under this very powerful Three Swords, when paired with Lover's energy, on top of phony Ten of Cups, they're going to be even more miserable than they were when the month started. Okay? Which only means that in December, there might come around again. Okay? I'm just being honest with you. I would love to be one of those sugarcoat readers. They get a couple of 100,000 views of fucking video, but, I can't do that. I get spanked by the universe if I lie to you about the energy. So, I can't do that. That said, that's the way it goes. But it looks to me, I don't see how anybody could sit in this and not reach out. The logic attached to these cards is, I'm in so much pain, all I can think about is them, I'm having to look at this, I'm unhappy, I'm tired of being controlled, I'm tired of this, and somebody's showing up. At least there's a conversation to try to resolve the Three of Swords. For most of you, I would imagine. We'll see. 3 cards from the bottom. Yes. This is Steve's right, upright. Ace of Pentacles, it was crossing here. I think it's probably still on the witches, isn't it? Yep. And it had an angel underneath it. There you go. Ace of Pentacles. Yep, I'm right. When I talk, the universe either backs me up or it puts egg in my face. Just back me up. You want more proof? Fine. We always pull from the bottom for the universe. Ace of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. The Emperor. And the very card that was our overall energy, or was part of it anyway, came up somewhere. I don't remember where it came up. Not our overall energy, that's the star, but I remember seeing the 5 of Pentacles somewhere. Did I? I don't know. Who cares? Probably went by in a shuffle. There's the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, somebody who's been leaving themselves out in the cold, putting the key in the door and coming in for a happy new beginning. Right? Also somebody leaving a marriage out in the cold. This is that divorce energy again. Doesn't have to be a marriage. Divorce is a vocabulary word. You could divorce yourself from a dog, a bird. He just blushed when I said that. He knows he's not going anywhere. Or anything, a job, whatever. So it cuts both ways. But this is a solid new beginning with you from the Emperor, your divine masculine. Somebody taking control of their life. Somebody who knows that you're not coming to them. And this Emperor, in a way, in a big way, backs up my read on the Three of Swords. This is and the logic here. This is too much. Okay, it's too much. They've got to resolve this Three Swords, and we've been seeing that a lot in the readings. We really have. So it's someone here who knows you're not coming to them. They feel the Three Swords. You're all they can think about, and they show up. The universe just backed it up. That is the majority of them. It's not all. We can't predict free will. Even the universe can't. They could just as easily. The odds are the same. Okay? Just as easily, all of them could decide just to cold detach and not come in. Just as easily, all of them could decide that they're going to come in. Just as easily, half of them could decide they're going to walk away, and half of them could decide to come in. It's called the uncertainty principle, and I wrote a blog article about it. It's science. It's real. It's not hocus pocus. And it's not being wishy-washy, as some of my critics think, in a tarot reading. There is no way to tell 20 or 30,000 people that exactly what their person's going to do. But there isn't any way. There wouldn't even be a way to tell one person, because we can't predict with 100% certainty which way the wind is going to blow. We can't. Not even the weatherman. That wind changes direction all the time. It can change on a dime. Weather can change on a dime. Everything can change. So that's your reading. That's your final outcome. It looks like for the majority of you that the pain gets to be too much, that they can't distract themselves because the Empress energy comes up and all the stuff comes up from the depths that they have to look at. Okay? That's what this month is about. It's about those spiritual lessons and processing them. And this person has a lot to look at how they're living. I still don't think they show up all lovey-dovey. I don't see that. But I do see them showing up. So, for the majority. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I do my best to analyze this energy for you. It's tricky in this Leo angle. It's very tricky. You're dealing with a very complicated situation for sure. But someone's just applying bad logic to their life. That's all. They got a beautiful soul. They really do. The sun fell in it. That's the potential. If I was pulling a soul reading, this last card out would be the potential of their soul. It's beautiful. This is a terrific person. You just got to get the shit together in the 3D and stop getting in 8 swords. That's all. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.